For so long, it has always seemed that Liverpool would snap up Jude Bellingham next summer, but already there is a huge twist in this story. Also, Liverpool return to action once again this weekend, and there is a huge boost ahead of the clash against Brighton. We also go through the Trent AlexanderArnold England fallout after he was left out of the squad against Germany, plus much more. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. As I touched upon in the intro, it has seemed for so long that Liverpool would sign Jude Bellingham next summer as the club cries out for a new midfielder. Reports over the window suggested Jurgen Klopp didn't want to sign a midfield player as the club have planned to make an approach for Jude Bellingham in 2023. Bellingham has been unbelievable since joining Dortmund, and England fans are often reminded of his brilliance when he plays for the national side. Bellingham is just 19 years old, and Liverpool fans would be naive if they didn't think there would be competition for his signature next summer. According to Sky Sports and famous Spanish outlet Marca, Jude Bellingham is set to snub Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea and Liverpool as he prefers a move to Real Madrid over the Premier League. We've seen the power of the Spanish giants throughout the summer window when Orelin Tchouameni opted to join Los Blancos over the Reds at the start of the window. With this news coming from a reputable source, should the club be putting all of its eggs in one basket? It is too early to tell, and this Jude Bellingham saga will go on until next summer. After 2.5 weeks of no club football due to the international break and the postponement of fixtures due to the Queen's passing, Liverpool return back to action again on Saturday as they take on Brighton. The club have been given a boost ahead of that match as both Mo Salah and Trent AlexanderArnold are finished with international duty. Salah, who was already back in the UK, will miss the clash against Liberia on Tuesday night after scoring a brace against Niger on Friday. This is good for our players as both Trent AlexanderArnold and Mo Salah are very key to the system, and the fact that they aren't playing is Liverpool's gain and they'll be well rested for an important battle on Saturday afternoon. In terms of AlexanderArnold, there has been a lot of talk regarding him not being involved against Italy and Germany. The right back had gone unused throughout the 1-0 defeat to Italy 3 days previous, and his absence from the matchday squad has led many to believe he will not head to the World Cup in Qatar. There is still a convincing case to believe that he won't make the plane, with Southgate seemingly preferring Kieran Trippier, Reece James and Kyle Walker, but the England manager has denied he is out of the running. He said, "We've got a big squad with us, we've got 4 right backs who are super quality." At the moment, Kieran Trippier is playing exceptionally well, and Reece James has been one of the outstanding players in the league at the start of the season. But we know Trent is a very, very good footballer, and that's why we've picked him in the squad. Either way, I know people are quick to talk about Trent making defensive mistakes at the back. Personally, I think he is the missing piece in Southgate's side in terms of going forward. Goals have been dry at England since the summer, and AlexanderArnold is certainly capable of picking out players and assisting them. Either way, selfishly for us, Trent not going to the World Cup would be good for Liverpool going into the second part of the season. With the World Cup around the corner, I wanted to take a look who is going to be playing at the World Cup for Liverpool compared to our rivals in the Premier League. As things stand, Liverpool will only have 7 players competing at the competition. That's if Trent AlexanderArnold is left out. The Brazilians, Alisson, Fabinho and Firmino will all likely be going, with Virgil van Dijk a definite to go with the Netherlands. Assuming Trent does miss out, Jordan Henderson is likely to be the only Liverpool player in the England squad. The final 2 certainties would be Portugal's Diogo Jota and Uruguay's Darwin Núñez. So this leaves a relatively low number of players competing compared to the other title contenders, with Manchester City having 16 players going. Chelsea are likely to have around 15 and Spurs around 12. So compared to everybody else, Liverpool may get off lightly, and this could have a huge knock-on effect for the second part of the season. On deadline day, Liverpool signed Arthur Melo on a season-long loan after the club picked up a ton of midfield injuries. Having fallen out of favour in Turin, Arthur spent much of the summer months training away from the rest of the Juve squad. Arthur made his Liverpool debut in a 4-1 defeat to Napoli earlier this month. The former Barcelona midfielder has used the 17-day gap between first-team matches to his advantage, choosing to play for the under-21s. Arthur's agent has come out and explained how everybody at the club is happy with his client and claimed that he'll be 100% fitness very soon. He said he arrived there on the last day of the transfer market and played a little last year because of both Allegri's choices and injury. It's normal for the first few weeks to be used for adaptation and recovery of physical condition. Everyone is happy with him. He gave up his holidays to stay at Liverpool to work. He'll be at 100% soon. Last week, it was also announced how Harper had appointed extra fitness staff in his bid to prove himself at Liverpool. With several of the club's midfielders, including the likes of Jordan Henderson and Curtis Jones, set to return to action in the coming weeks, it's unclear how often Harper will be called upon. It would be unfair to judge the midfielder so early into his time at Anfield, but one thing is for sure, he is doing everything possible to ensure his spell on Merseyside is a successful one. Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson has made a return from his injury as he played the final few minutes of the game against Germany. This was his first match since August 31st, when Liverpool beat Newcastle 2-1. It will be considered a positive by Jurgen Klopp that the 32-year-old was able to train and get his first taste of action during the international break, and he is now likely to be on the bench when Brighton visit on Saturday. With no further injury problems cropping up so far during the gap in fixtures, it could be a strong Liverpool squad that welcomes Brighton to Anfield this Saturday. Lastly, Liverpool have taken another young Scot on trial ahead of a possible move to the club. Stefan Bajcetic was the final new arrival from Europe before British clubs were no longer permitted to sign players under the age of 18 from overseas, with a new trend following since. KD Gordon, Bobby Clark, Ben Doak, Trent Domaraki, Callum Scanlon and Reece Truman are among those who have joined the academy ranks since then, with deals struck with sides in England, Scotland and Ireland. It has certainly paid off and is a credit to the club's recruitment staff, as they have identified high potential youngsters from the UK who are retainable for low fees. That could continue with the signing of young midfielder Alan Domaraki from Dundee United, who has spent time on trial with both Liverpool and Chelsea this month. Domaraki made his debut for Dundee United's under-18 side as a 14-year-old and now is a regular starter, while he is one of 5 youngsters to sign on professional terms with the Scottish Premiership side in June. He is described as a creative, intelligent, technically strong left-sided central midfielder who can play in deeper or more advanced midfield roles. It remains to be seen whether a transfer will take place in the future, with Liverpool running a rule over a number of young players over the course of a season. Liverpool fans, what do you make of the whole Jude Bellingham saga? Will the club sign him next summer? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We have also released our brand new Jurgen Klopp LFC t-shirts. They're now available on our website. Just go down into the link in the description or go to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.